Have you ever noticed how love can slowly start to erase you? How you begin by caring and end up carrying? You give, you help, you pray, and one day you wake up realizing you've disappeared inside someone else's story. If that sounds familiar, you're not weak. You've just confused servanthood with self-erasure. And Jesus never asked you to disappear to prove your love. Welcome to the Connected Self, where faith, psychology, and healing meet to help you grow in the kind of love that doesn't cost you your soul. I'm Lori, and today we're exploring why so many Christians mistake codependence for compassion, and how to love like Jesus without losing the you he created. By the end of this video, you'll understand why people-pleasing isn't spiritual maturity. It's a survival pattern. You'll understand the difference between Christ-like service and self-neglect. And you'll also learn how to start showing up in relationships with healthy boundaries that still honor love. And stay with me until the end, because I'll walk you through a short reflection from our 14-day mini course on faith and emotional healing to help you begin releasing the need to earn connection. Let's consider when serving becomes self-erasure. For many of us, codependence didn't begin in adulthood. It began in childhood, at a time when love might have been unpredictable or conditional. You might have learned to stay safe by staying useful. You probably anticipated everyone's needs so you wouldn't be rejected or forgotten. In psychology, that's called fawning, a trauma response where connection feels safer than authenticity. In church language, we often baptized it as selflessness. But real Christ-like love doesn't erase identity. It reveals it. Jesus didn't say, love your neighbor instead of yourself. He said, love your neighbor as yourself. That means your worth and wellness are part of the equation, not the sacrifice. Let's look at the roots of codependence. Codependence isn't neediness. It's what happens when the nervous system equates peace with control. When you've been trained to absorb other people's moods to keep the environment safe, your body starts scanning for tension and calling it responsibility. That's not love. It's hypervigilance, dressed up as empathy. And here's the thing. It feels noble. It looks generous. But it's quietly exhausting your soul. Because every time you rescue, fix, or overextend, your brain releases a small hint of safety, and your identity becomes tied to being the one who holds everything together. That's not serving from love. That's serving from fear. Let's talk about Jesus and healthy love. When you study Jesus, you'll notice he was the most loving person who ever lived, and also the most boundary. He said no often. He withdrew from crowds to rest. He walked away from people who wanted to control him. And even in his compassion, he never confused another person's healing with his personal worth. Jesus modeled secure love, a love that serves without self-destruction. He showed us that saying yes to God's call sometimes means saying no to other people's expectations. So if you've been taught that constant self-denial is the proof of holiness, let the truth set you free. Self-neglect is not a spiritual gift. Let's look at trauma pattern versus true servanthood. The Bible calls us to bear one another's burdens, but it doesn't say to become them. Codependence carries from compulsion. Servanthood gives from overflow. In trauma language, codependence says, if you're not okay, I can't be okay. Christ-like love says, I can be at peace even when you're not. That's not selfish, that's secure. When Jesus washed his disciples' feet, he was grounded in his identity, knowing he had come from God and was returning to God, as in John chapter 13, verse 3. He served because he was secure, not because he needed to be needed. That's the pattern of healthy love. Service rooted in identity, not identity built on service. Here's a reflection exercise. Let's do a brief reflection from the 14-day mini course on Stop Losing Yourself in Relationships. If you can, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Picture yourself in one of your relationships, maybe with a friend, a spouse, a child, or someone at church. Notice what happens in your body when that person is upset or disappointed. Do you tense up? Do you feel responsible to fix it? Now picture Jesus beside you, not judging you, just observing. He gently places his hand on your shoulder and says, you don't have to rescue to be righteous. Let those words sink in. When you stop confusing love with control, you create space for grace. And now let's look at the path to reclaiming yourself. You don't need to stop loving. You just need to start loving with Jesus, not instead of him. Every time you let go of fixing someone, you make room for the Holy Spirit to work. And every time you say, I can't carry what's not mine, you're actually practicing faith, trusting that God is big enough to hold what you can't. Your healing begins the moment you stop losing yourself in the name of love and start letting love flow through you instead of from depletion. If this message spoke to you, you'll love the 14-day mini course linked below. Each short session walks you through the healing patterns that keep you feeling unseen, over-responsible, or spiritually drained. Remember, Jesus didn't call you to disappear. He called you to love as yourself, because that's where healthy love and holy peace begin. If you found this video helpful, subscribe and share it with someone who gives until they're empty. And don't forget to watch the next episode in this series, How to Build Safe Relationships Without Losing Your Peace. Because wholeness doesn't mean loving less. It means finally loving true.